Hi Charlie, you want to tell them what we're doing today? We are making a old standard deck into wall art. I ordered a bunch of the cards in foil. Yes, I'm putting a Tune with Ether up there because I don't care that it was banned. But it is a Pummeler Fling deck. I bought one copy of all the main cards, but then a playset of the Pummelers. And overall it came out to like $8. So I'm gonna see how cheap I can make this because I'm totally into this, you know, manifestation of magic art in our house in a way that's like palatable for other people who aren't necessarily into the game, you know, with coffee table books and of course my Therese Nielsen, Christine Sprankle, Chandra piece that is signed. And for a while I used to do like fat pack art and stuff like that, but like this Aaron Kane deck box that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. So I just want a way to like show off the actual cards instead of just the art in a way that's not lame. So I looked up the dimensions for a magic card and I worked on a few different ways of like grouping these things, but the way that I'm gonna do it is in a 4x3 pattern. It's actually nice and neat. And then I'm gonna go out to the craft store and find myself some way to frame these. It's very possible that I'm gonna have to modify like a cheap frame or something. Like there are some frames that are, you know, cheap that look like this that are, you know, still relatively nice. Or frames like this that are easily modified because you just chop up the excess. Luckily, since magic cards are kind of a known size, which I think is like 63 by 88 millimeters or something, I can get precise measurements without having to line all these up with a ruler and hope that I'm right and all this other stuff. Like, I'll just write my numbers down before the craft store. One thing though, I did order, you know, regular foils, and the seller sent me one that had the promo stamp on it. And I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But honestly, that's not bad. Like, if I find a way to work it into the layout, like say that, where it's just on the side of it and it gives you like context. So anyway, I'm gonna head over to the craft store and we'll pick it up there. All right, so let's get in the shower because I'm ugly as hell right now. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. It is 27.9 by 33 centimeters, and our target for the layout that I want to go for is something like 252 by 264, I think it was. So it'll be a little bit of excess, but in a floating frame like this, that's like kind of the point, which is perfect for what we're doing. So there are cheaper versions out there that are like $5, $10 or something like that. But this one, I don't know. Since I'm leaving it in my house forever, spending an extra few dollars would be just fine. My next guest is my dog. Okay, so I got them all taped down to the glass. Initially I was thinking about like using an 8.5 by 11 with some folds and stuff to like get it to be perfectly centered. But then I just decided, okay, I'm gonna measure it out and just eyeball it. Because I do want it to turn out well, but also like if I turn it into too much of a freaking science project, then I don't know, it's not worth it. So now I'm gonna put the glass back on and put it in the frame and see how we did. Okay, so I got the glass back on and you can kind of see how I did it here with just one piece of tape on the top and bottom of all of these. The stupid placeholder thing that was in there wouldn't come off. And I didn't feel like fighting it, so whatever. But yeah, everything is put back together now. I'm gonna put this on and then we are done. So this is the end product after $20 for the frame, which was 50% off. Double-sided tape, $8 for cards. This is what we have, a perfect memorialized version of a standard deck that I loved playing at Friday Night Magic. So you can see like the refractions and shit. It's like, it's beautiful. Some things are one way and others are something entirely different. If you like what I do, subscribe on YouTube. If you love what I'm doing, support me on Patreon. But you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want. Just thanks for looking at me. Bye.